Hello everyone, hope you're well, you're smelling great and enjoying your favourite fragrances today. And this is what we're going to be opening. It is Viking by the House of Creed. Yeah, so hello again, and yeah, this is what we've got today. It is one second venture into the House of Creed. Actually no, this is the third. I bought a sample, 5ml sample. Initially, this was years ago when I first got into fragrance collecting. I ordered Creed Viking 5ml just to see what it was like, and they actually sent me Viking cologne, of which if I have to say at the time, it didn't bowl me over. It's more like a fougere, barbershop fougere. The thing I'll say about that is I'll honestly say my senses weren't cultivated enough to appreciate that fragrance for what it was at the time when I smelt it. Hands down, understand absolutely now that that's an absolutely wonderful fragrance. It's beautiful. I just wasn't, my nose wasn't trained around fougères. I couldn't understand or appreciate them. Nah, it's a killer. It really is. This is not a blind buy, though it'll be a first wear experience. I've never put it on me. I've smelt it on the tester strip about a year ago, and what I remember at the time is there was like a mintiness to this, and I really like that mintiness. It was going to be bought. It was. There was something about it at the time that I just thought, yeah, I do need to have this at some stage. So yeah, here we are. I got a good deal, bought this and another one. This worked out at about 161 English. It is legitimate. I've checked out the buyer. I bought my other one off it. If you've seen the other video, the other one didn't have plastic wrapping on, but it needed priming. Bizarre, but we'll get into this anyway. Yeah, it's a really good deal, I thought. 161 for, it's odd that is. It's down the side, usually at the top. Most fragrances, I mean, not Creeds, but as I said, this is the first. That's my first ever opening of a Creed, yeah. Well, I've taken the cellophane off, so was that enjoyable? Was that a pleasure? Right, so here we are. There's the leaflet in there. A couple of Creed people, don't know who they are. Probably makers, I imagine. Don't know much about this. I know there's a lot of talk about Aventus. Sworn by is probably one of the most popular ones, I believe, in the world, maybe. And yeah, just some history there, which I'll probably read in my own time. I'm not going to read it now because it's quite an essay there. So, right. So this is, it smells something, it smells like pepper. There's not a leak. Well, we'll get into this. So that's the juice, and a beautiful looking bottle that is, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, that's beautiful. Lovely urine coloured for your liquid there. And I don't know if you'd be able to make that out, but there is some etching in the bottom. It's usually etching or like a embossed, like raised details on the bottom. I have seen fake Creed bottles and they didn't have anything on the bottom. Yeah, that's 100ml. Doesn't say whether it's a eau de parfum, eau de toilette. There's slight aroma there. The inside of it. Yeah, I could slightly smell that. It is what it is. It doesn't look like there's any physical leakage or anything like that. Right, so let's get this on. Flipping heck, mate. Just about to do a video, mate. Can't jump up on an old man like that. Well, already that's a killer. That mint, peppermint. That's beautiful. Lavender. Something about lavender that, I don't know, just brings me right in. If it's done right in a fragrance, that's got like, it's, even though there's nothing like it, it's similar sort of lavender like Dali is. And there's something about that type of lavender just draws me straight in. I don't know what it is, but that is beautiful. That's totally different to the cologne, Viking cologne. It's saying it's aromatic, fresh, spicy, green, citrus, soft, spicy, lavender, woody, rose, musky, sweet scent. That's beautiful, that is. Do you know, this is probably going to be my #1 summer fragrance now. Just smelling this is raw quality here. Right, it's quite old for it. Well, it's fairly old. 2017. It's a woody aromatic. So we'll list off what's in it. Top notes, pink pepper. That might have been what I was smelling in the box here. It smelled pepper. Peppermint, yeah. Bergamot, lemon, absinthe and orange. They're really dialed down though. The bergamot and lemon really dialed down. It doesn't come across overtly citrusy. Middle notes, lavender, Bulgarian rose, clove, allspice, Orris root and jasmine. There's that lavender. And base notes are vetiver, cedar, white musk and tonka. Yeah, so there is a little sweetness to it. There's nothing like a gourmand, that type of sweetness, but it's just like a little bit of like ice dusting, sugary, powdered sugar. Oh, we've got some pros and cons for this. Right, so cons for this is expensive price point. Loads of people agreeing with that. Now, I don't know what this retails at full retail. Probably, I imagine, probably around a 300 full retail this. It was a 161. What did they want? They wanted 209, and I offered them 260. No, I didn't offer them 260. I offered them 160. They said 175. I settled on 170. Though I had a discount, so it worked out at 161. He sold it at 170. So for that is worth it all day long. All day long. 100 ml of that. I wouldn't mind knowing what concentration is. So if anyone knows, yeah, if you can let me know. It probably is on there, just not able to find it. Yeah, may not be suitable for those who prefer more feminine or unisex fragrances. A lot of people agree with that. I'm probably going to buck the trend a bit with saying that I think a woman could pull this off. It's quite sweet enough and lavender enough that yeah, I think it is possible. Again, another one not worth the retail price according to some reviews. Would I pay £300 for that? Do you know? This is first impressions. I absolutely adore this, and this is absolutely beautiful. Now, I'd like to know the concentration, and also going to have to see how long this is going to last. Does this feel like it's going to be a long last out? It doesn't feel that way, but this is first impressions. I feel for this off my skin, it feels like a 4 or 5 hour. I may be completely way off with that. Centauros, 12 hours, no problem. Constantly smelling it. That was powerful. This, it's a lot more subtle. I'd be interested to see how long this does last. If it does last, if get anything like 12 hours out of this, then full retail is probably worth it, because to get 12 hours out of any fragrance, yeah, that's good going. That is, that's a solid wear, especially if you don't need that many sprays. It has to be really top drawer for me to pay full retail. There'd be no need for this. It's an old fragrance. You get it at discounters on the grey market now. People saying it's a polarising scent that may not be universally liked. Possibly. There's a lot going off in this. There really is. It's odd. It feels linear, but then you get in these head movements, and you could just taking something out. I'm absolutely adoring that peppermint. It's so vitalizing. It's like, I'm a sucker for mint. Absolute sucker for it. Right. So yeah, possibly polarizing. Like most scents. Not as strong or as long lasting as expected for the price. 2 for every 1 are saying that it is long lasting. Some reviewers find it overrated and lacking in character. Not many people agree with that. This is, to me, this is absolutely 100% signature scent worthy, and it is inoffensive. It can be done in any given situation. This is like a fully utilizable fragrance. It's like the Swiss Army knife. This is how I'm interpreting this right now. And any given situation, I couldn't think of one. It wouldn't be suitable. And some reviewers find the scent too average or boring. Not many people agree with that. May come off as a copycat of the popular Aventus fragrance. No, well, one person agreed with that. 200 didn't. This, in my recollection, is nothing like Aventus. Nothing like it. Okay, so pros for this: a unique fragrance not found in other Creed offerings. So yeah, everyone's agreeing with that. A high quality fragrance, definitely. You can feel it. This oozes luxury. Dominant, sophisticated scent. Perfect for a gentleman. Hands down. Hands down. I believe a lot of people do go for green Irish Tweed. I've not yet to have a go on that, so I can't really comment on that. The other one though, the Cologne, the Fougere one, that is probably even more gentlemanly than this, but nowhere near as versatile or probably accessible for others. Contemporary scent with a nod to the past. This is reminding me a little bit of Egoist by Chanel in a way, not necessarily in the fragrance but in the collection of all the different notes. There's a lot going off in it. It really pulls it off. It's a magic, this one. Versatile enough to be worn on any occasion. Yeah, smells fresh and clean, perfect for summer. That's the first thing that hit me, how fresh this was, and that like summer scent, definitely. And when I say fresh, I don't mean like a freshie out the shower freshie. It's just like vitalizing with that mint. Just really cleans this up. Modern masterpiece according to some reviews, and good longevity and sillage. Yeah, I mean, this is dried out of something wonderful. It's got hints of Lipizan in as well from PDM. It does have that hint of Fouget's, saying it's an oriental woody, though it does have a little kick of a Fougere in the background. One of the things that struck me with this is, I understand, there's chemicals involved in fragrance and some can come out synthetic. I think a good fragrance is one of those ones that has all those ingredients and it doesn't come out synthetic. It comes out feeling and smelling natural, and that's what this did. It just comes straight out of the gate, absolutely like it was just born to be a fragrance. It was like, there was just nothing manufactured about it. It was just like purely natural, organic, straight out of the wild, out of Mother Nature. That's what this felt like. Person is, the opening is very much similar to the original Allspice aftershave. Now, I bought a bottle of Old Spice box set about 4 years ago. When I was growing up, as a kid, there's probably only about 10 fragrances available here in the UK, like Denim, Brut, Old Spice, Kuros, I think the basic ones anyway. So I bought a bottle of Old Spice just to sort of recapture that, see if I could recapture that smell, and it's totally changed. Does this smell like that? I don't recollect Old Spice smelling anything like this. I think Old Spice was too cheap. The Clove and Allspice are so overpowering. That's all I can smell. Doesn't smell very barbershoppy. Repulsive. Barbershoppy. I'm not picking up much Clove. I'm picking up that mint and I'm loving it. And the clove is there, actually. It's so well blended, this is. Tell me if I'm incorrect with this. Like, anyone who's tried this, let me know, you know, is this blended well? Yeah, this just feels flipping awesome. The more this is staying on me, the more, do you know, I think I might have flipping dropped the ball on Creed, in the sense that I've overlooked them. And it's probably due to the popularity of Aventus and everyone going on about Aventus this, Aventus that. The last few offerings I've had from Creed, I've been really, really impressed. And I was chatting to someone the other day and I forgot the one he mentioned. He was talking about it and absolutely loved it, but the original bottle, he says you can't get it now, you have to pay a lot of money for it. Not sure if it's Millesime Imperial or something like that. Pure class in a bottle. I get comparisons to Allspice, as there are notes in Viking that is reminiscent of it, but Viking is on another level, definitely. So maybe Allspice did smell like this. Is I'm sorry to keep going on, but I'm just getting whiffs of this, and this is flipping phenomenal. Having sampled Creed Viking a few times, I simply don't see its worth. Not for the price Creed asked for. Frankly, there are dupes of it out there that are extremely more affordable and do smell stronger and last longer. The scent profile I do like, Creed Viking, 5 out of 10. That is what I'd have said about Creed Viking cologne when I first got it. Now, years later, I want to go back and get hold of Creed cologne, Viking cologne, because I just wasn't ready to appreciate it at the time. I just couldn't. And it's with this now. I loved it off the tester strip, but that is not doing this any favours. This is off the skin on me. This is just next level. This is really the only Creed I find repulsive. I remember attempted to give it a second chance and just maybe I might change my mind. It seemed like it was going to smell amazing, but then I got hit with a polluted sea smell. I just don't get it. Flipping it. I live by the sea and there's a lot of, well, it's not polluted, but I know what polluted sea smells like, and this is not it. I wish it was. Loads of to Allspice. This is getting a lot of hate, to be honest. Just based on my personal collection, Creed has better offerings. RH for Viking the least. If you want something from Creed that's not the mainstream, I don't recommend it. Stay to what is tried and tested and liked. Otherwise, you'll kick yourself. Even if you did get this at a discount, it's very fierce and does push the grain. It makes me feel something in my stomach, but it's near the borderline of being different. It's nice, but the price detracts from this juice. You can find similar for less. Let me know what similar it is other than Allspice. I'm not getting Allspice ever again. It was disgusting when I gave the bottle to a friend. A lot of people saying this is generic. I can feel the science behind this. It's really I can feel the depth and the different. This to me is flipping. I'll say it. This has masterpiece quality, just in the way it's blended. Before dropping hundreds of dollars on this fragrance, invest $20 on a decan of this and $15 on Allspice. Close your eyes, have someone spare an each wrist. See if you can tell which is which. You won't be able to. I definitely will be able to. The Allspice, put that on, it's like flipping poison. It's like noxious fumes. It's like similar to Ghanaian Heritage and Pasharidi tea. Not worth the price. Loads of people running this down. My favourite cologne of all time, classic, masculine, sophisticated signature. I agree. When I say agree, it's not my favourite cologne of all time. It's classic, masculine, sophisticated signature scent. Words are, yeah, this 100%. Do you know the people going on the Allspice, man? Because there's loads on here saying buy Allspice. I guarantee they ain't wearing Allspice, yeah. Or if they are, then I question how valid the comments are. Because this just oozes quality. It's like I'm not selling it. It's like, you know, I'm making anything out of this. It's not like got a cut in Creed shares or anything like that. Just giving my honest view on this. Yeah, I can understand when people get a thing in the head that that's what it is. It can form an opinion. If someone's saying it's like they've made the connection between this and Old Spice, it'd be difficult to change that. However, put this next to Old Spice, do that. I guarantee you'll then know the difference between quality and not. 100%. Wear them both as well, and you'll soon get nauseous off one of them. Definitely. This smells like aftershave. Nothing more to it. Probably because it is an aftershave. Charging people $500 for this absolute garbage is insane. This scent oozes peppery, fresh class for true Vikings only. Hear, hear. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the people on here aren't Vikings and they don't like it. Extremely underrated. One of Creed's best offerings. This has changed my mind on Creed, to be honest. It really has. I was not... Nah, listen. I'm going to stop listening to people on here because this is just... I smell cucumber and mint, very clean. I don't get anything close to Old Spice, lasts all day. Well, I'm pleased to hear that. A lot of people now not comparing it to Old Spice. And then the next one is best of the best. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. If you smell this scent on you, will have the feeling of smelling this scent somewhere. Fresh and clean. I love this stuff. Smells exactly like Encore Noir a la Extreme. Big no. This is Zion Malik's cologne. I'll end on these two. I'm changing my review on this. Previously found the dried down in this scent unpleasant, but I believe I was just a bit nose blind. A very nice scent through and through. Pleasant, fresh and aquatic. And the haters can go eat some dirt. This is pretty good. Not exactly how I would imagine a Viking, but when you think about it for a second, this is how a modern Viking would smell. So there you have it. That honestly, I'm hot. The last two Creeds, this and that Delphinus, man, they've flipping knocked it right out for me. And if I'm honest, I'm glad not many people are liking this, or the reviews, not many people are liking this, because that means not many people are going to be wearing this. Now, if you like this, that you're in for a treat, yeah. And if those people aren't liking it, you're going to be standing out unique, and definitely, that smells. I can't stop sniffing it. It's like flipping. Yeah, anyway. That's the review. I hope you got something out of it. And yeah. Creed Viking. What can I say? What more can I say? To me, that's a winner. Obviously not striking a chord with many other people, or some people it is, but yeah, a lot of Old Spice stuff. This didn't Old Spice, man. Behave. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. I wish you all the best, and please continue creating value in your lives and environment. Bye for now. Thank you.